content, people. Today, I thought I would film a rather casual video, and I'm gonna update you guys on my Begonia propagations, and it's pretty exciting, so you might want to watch. Oh, and also I'm eating my Rice Krispies, Cocoa Pebbles, not Krispies. The Pebbles are better. So these are my Cocoa Pebbles. I have a sliced banana in it. Do you like sliced banana in your cereal? Let me know. But I'm going to be updating you guys on my propagations, and I'm going to be moving them into a bigger container. I'll probably give you guys some tips and tricks and knowledge that I have experienced throughout the year at least of propagating begonias. So stick around if you're interested in that. And if you haven't seen my How to Propagate Begonias video, then definitely check that out first or second, it doesn't really matter. But I'm just going to adjust the camera a little so you can see my propagations. Let me just turn the camera down a little. Okay, so here's my container that I'm going to be transferring my propagations into. I made a bad mistake. Well, I mean, like, I knew I was doing it, but you really shouldn't do this. I have a white lid, which you really want a clear lid so you can have the lights coming from above and it just shines through. But I have a white one, so I'm either going to not put it on or I'm going to put it on and have to figure out how to make the grow lights like reach the actual plants. So that'll be a problem for me to figure out. So I have this little container, which is just filled with some sphagnum moss. And I will show you guys the cuties in here. They're doing so good. Look at that. We have a Morocco right here. This is a paradox. We have like the amber somethings over here. They're so pretty. Let me make it a little brighter. Look how cute those are. So these are pretty much reaching the top, so they are ready to be planted into something bigger. So this is this small container. And then I have this larger like scrapbook container filled with perlite. And I have a bunch of begonias in here that are reaching the top and they are definitely ready to come out. Let me show you. You can see I have another Morocco right here. I honestly don't know the names of a lot of these. I have an Iron Cross in here. No babies off him yet. I have another Paradox. Another one of these. Really cute. So it might be hard to see, but like they are definitely reaching the top. There, you can kind of see a little better now. And yeah, pretty much only half of this thing is filled because I don't know, my cat knocked it over and all of them went to one side and I kind of just left it. So these are going to be planted today. See, they're getting kind of big. The first thing I'm going to do is add my sphagnum moss to this container. And I use this kind. I really like it. It's by Better Grow. It's premium grade orchid moss, but it's sphagnum. I don't know if there's ingredients on here. Yeah, it just says it's premium grade sphagnum moss, which is harvested from rich marshlands. It is all natural and has no dyes. So this is a great option. I'm gonna put some in here just to line the bottom first. It really expands out of this bag. That's probably good. Alright, it's going to be easier to tell once I wet it, but this is what it looks like right now when it's dry. I'm going to go take this to the sink and wet it. Alright, I added a good amount of water. I might have to add more sphagnum to see, but I'm just kind of wringing it out and like letting it absorb back up, kind of just to get it all damp. This is like very long fibered, which I do prefer as opposed to the short ones. I just feel like it's easier to work with, I don't know. Alright, this actually is a perfect amount of water. You want it to be like damp, but not like see how it's not like dripping really? Alright, so I'm just gonna line the bottom here. I want about like 2 inches all around. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to add a little bit more spag. Alright, I'm gonna add, now I'm gonna go add some more water. Cocoa pebble break. Oh no, they're getting soggy. So I'm just getting the rest of this moss nice and wet. Well, damp. And I'm just gonna evenly put it throughout the bottom. So this is what we're looking like. I have a good amount of moss in here. And now I'm just gonna start taking the begonias out extremely carefully. So I'm going to start with this small container. I'm not gonna try to separate any of the spag from the plant because it's just going to more spag, so it doesn't matter. So I got this paradox out really easily. And I'm just gonna place it in here. Very gently, I'm gonna pack around the spag around it. Lightly pressing down, and she's in there perfect. Perfect. She's in there so perfectly. It's hard to see, but trust me. So here she is in here, looking perfect. Next up is this Morocco, and it's actually 2 different plants, and I'm not going to detach it from the mother leaf. I just don't want to go through that. I'm just going to leave it on there. So we're just going to place her right in here, maybe move around a little bit of the spag, and then we'll place it back on. Kind of get it in there. Get the roots covered. There we go. Perfect. And here's plant number 2. Look at that. So perfect and pretty. And there's another little baby right there. So awesome. Now I'm gonna take one out of my perlite container. I'm gonna try to get the perlite off the roots, but I'm not gonna try that hard because the roots are very fibrous. So as you can see, I still have some perlite on these, but I'm really not gonna worry about that. So I'm just gonna move around some of this spag, put this in there, and then place this spag back on the roots. Okay, so here is our 2 little Moroccos looking perfect. Next up I have another little Begonia paradox. Very little cute guy. His roots are looking a little scary. They're making me nervous. Yep. His roots were rotted, so I just pulled them off. So he has he has a few new roots growing in. So I'm gonna place him in here. Hopefully he will recover. He's just a little guy. Stick him in and then cover him up. So here is our second paradox next to this bigger one. Here she is. And next I'm going to be doing these pretty boys. These don't necessarily have to be repotted, but I'm just gonna do it because they'll probably need it soon. Cocoa pebble break. They're so soggy, it's disgusting. Get started on these ambers. I don't know, do I leave them? Let me do the rest of the bigger plants first. So I have this awesome girl, and she's getting kind of tall, so I'm gonna put her in here. So here she is. Not sure what type of begonia this is, But it's really cute. This is what it looks like when it's juvenile, but then the leaves are gonna start looking different because that is the leaf I took it like from, and these are the ones that are growing. So it's really interesting how when they're little or when they have different light, they are different colors. So I have a few tall ones left in here. I have one of the autumns. I have two of the autumns in here. And then I have this, which is getting big too. Kiki, do not. Please do not. This girl, actually kind of big. I'm gonna make some room and we're gonna stick her in. Gently wrapping the sphagnum around the roots, kind of nestling them in there. Perfect. Perfection. See how these leaves start like this, then here is a newer leaf, and this is the original leaf that I took from the plant. So interesting. But these kind of look the same. Kiki, no! No! Kiki! Kiki, why don't you listen? Get down from the chair, please. So this is what we're looking like so far. All right, so next I'm gonna take this beautiful little girl that came from this dark leaf. This is what is coming out. So we'll see where this takes us. She's getting rather large, so we're gonna plop her in here, leaving it attached to the mother leaf. Actually, I might take it off. Yeah, I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna leave some of the stem of the mother leaf on here, but I took the actual leaf off. Okay, so here's how she looks. Really cute and just nestled in there. I probably could take this leaf off too. I don't know, I'm just gonna leave them for now. It won't hurt, it won't hurt. Okay, I'm gonna take this one next. They look so different when they're little. Like, they're not that impressive when they're little, but they do become. They're just very cute when they're little, honestly. They're just like cute little plants. So just stick it in there. You can't really see what I'm doing too well, can you? So next I'm gonna do this girl. She's kind of small, but she is getting, like, this is a very shallow, not tall box that they're in, so they're kind of overgrowing it kind of quickly. So we're just gonna place her in here next to her friend. There's that little girl next to her friend. And see how, like, these are small? Like, I don't know if I should put them in yet. I don't know what to do. Because I love this box, but it's not really tall enough. I don't know. I think I'll put this one in there. Because I also have these that I probably should stick in here. So, well, maybe I'll put these little ones in there. Because I don't really want to use this anymore. So it's really cool because some of this spag is like coming back to life and turning green. And I think that's just really cool. I don't know why. I think it's just getting like enough light and stuff. So this girl, if you can see, is attached to this mother leaf that's kind of dying. So I am going to detach it, which I normally wouldn't when they're this small, but I did it. And we're going to put him in here with the spag. I'm just leaving the perlite on it. I don't really mind. Like I said, the roots are pretty fibrous, so I don't want to mess with them too much. They're pretty delicate. They're no philodendron, if you know what I mean. This is very tiny, but we're gonna cross our fingers. It'll probably make it. And I'm just gonna leave this leaf on it, even though it does not look good. It's just gonna stay, because it's like a really small plant right now. So I want to let it soak up all of the juice that it can out of that one leaf. I'm going to stick this iron cross in my big tub just because I have some room, and why not? This has crazy good roots. Like, look how much the perlite is sticking to them. And there's like a bunch of little babies on here. So we're going to stick this in this little container too. If you hear stuff in the background, that's just my cat destroying different things throughout my house. Okay, so I have this all potted up, all planted up, and it's pretty full now, but it has like just a bunch of tiny babies in here. And thank God this actually has a clear lid. So I usually don't, there's like 4 latches. I usually only close 2 of them. So it's not like airtight, but it's pretty tight. And that's how they are in there. Just like an inch or so of sphagnum moss. And they're in here next to, you know, kind of bright, but definitely indirect light. And this guy is finished as well. That's what it looks like from the side. And honestly guys, Begonia Propagations, they love humidity. They will put out a lot more roots if you give them humidity. Trust me, it is the way to go. All you need is a container and a bag of sphagnum moss and to cut up your leaves and stick them in here, and they will make babies. Trust me, it's really that simple. So I really hope that you guys didn't get bored and you liked this kind of casual video. I had fun filming it. It was just honestly a chore I had to do, and I thought I would just take you along with me. So these begonias, along with others, may end up on my plant shop, so definitely check that out. It's Jen's Plants 269. It will be linked in the description. I'd really appreciate if you checked it out. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Comment down below what video you'd like to see next, and have a great day.